Picture this. It's the middle of the night. You're finally sleeping soundly when suddenly you bolt upright, your calf is locked tight, pain shoots through your leg, and you're gasping just to stretch it out. Sound familiar? If you're over 60, chances are you've battled these nighttime leg cramps more than once. Here's the shocking truth most people don't realize. Leg cramps aren't just random. They're your body's way of screaming for certain nutrients that are quietly running low. And if you ignore them, those cramps don't just cost you sleep, they can chip away at your balance, your mobility, even your independence. But here's the good news. In this video, I'm going to reveal the top 3 powerful foods, backed by science, that can stop leg cramps in seniors, day or night, and build stronger legs for years to come. These aren't exotic supplements. They're simple foods you can buy at your local grocery store and enjoy every week. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll know exactly what to put on your plate to keep your muscles calm, your circulation strong, and your legs cramp-free. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, have you ever been woken up by a sudden cramp in your calf or thigh? If yes, type yes in the comments below. If you're one of the lucky few who hasn't, type no. Your stories help others in this community know they're not alone. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps this video reach more seniors who need these tips. And of course, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a health-boosting video from our channel. All right, let's jump in. Food number 1. Eggs. When it comes to fighting leg cramps, one of the most overlooked yet powerful foods is the humble egg. Most people think of eggs as just breakfast food, but in reality, each egg is a nutritional powerhouse that delivers protein, vitamin D, vitamin B12, and key nutrients that directly protect your muscles and nerves. Why seniors need eggs? As we age, our muscles naturally shrink in a process called sarcopenia. This muscle loss makes seniors far more prone to fatigue, weakness, and, you guessed it, cramps. Add in common medication side effects, less outdoor activity, and changes in digestion, and seniors often struggle to absorb enough protein, vitamin D, and B12. That's where eggs come in. Just one large egg can help fill multiple nutritional gaps at once, making it one of the easiest, most affordable anti-cramp foods around. Nutritional benefits. Protein. 1 large egg. About 6 grams of high-quality protein containing all 9 essential amino acids. These amino acids help repair muscle fibers and prevent fatigue that can trigger cramps. Vitamin D. 1 large egg yolk. Roughly 40 IU of vitamin D. Seniors need 800 to 1,000 IU daily for optimal bone and muscle health. Vitamin B12. Eggs are one of the most digestible animal sources of B12, which is vital for nerve function. Choline. Important for nerve signaling and maintaining the myelin sheath that insulates your nerves. In 2020, researchers at Harvard looked into the connection between vitamin D deficiency and leg cramps. They found that older adults with low vitamin D levels experienced significantly more muscle cramping and weakness than those who met their daily needs. Egg yolks, though modest in vitamin D, become much more powerful when paired with sunlight or fortified foods. Another study from the Journal of Nutrition showed that seniors who ate eggs regularly had higher muscle strength scores compared to those who didn't. This isn't just theory, it's proven science. So how many eggs should seniors eat? The latest evidence shows that for most healthy seniors, 6 to 7 eggs per week is perfectly safe and does not significantly raise cholesterol levels. Here's a sample routine. Have 1 boiled egg with whole grain toast for breakfast, or make a veggie omelet with spinach and mushrooms for dinner. If cholesterol is a concern, try 1 whole egg plus 2 extra egg whites. You'll get the protein and B12 without too much cholesterol. Of course, a few notes of caution. If you have kidney disease and need to limit protein, talk to your doctor before increasing eggs. If you've been told to watch cholesterol, use egg whites more often. And if you have diabetes, always pair eggs with fiber-rich foods like whole grains or veggies to help stabilize blood sugar. Pairing eggs with light morning exercise, like a 15-minute walk or gentle stretching, is especially powerful. The protein helps repair your muscles, while the movement improves circulation, lowering your risk of nighttime cramps. Nutrition experts, including Dr. Michael Ormsby, a professor of nutrition and aging research, emphasize that protein spread throughout the day, not just one heavy meal, keeps muscles healthier in seniors. Eggs fit that bill perfectly. Now, here's a myth I hear all the time. Eggs are bad for your heart because of cholesterol. That used to be the advice years ago, but today's science says otherwise. Moderate egg consumption, especially when replacing processed meats, is not harmful and may actually protect heart health. So the next time you crack an egg, remember, you're not just making breakfast. You're feeding your muscles, protecting your nerves, and preventing those painful cramps. If you've been eating eggs regularly, let me know in the comments. How many eggs do you enjoy in a week? And if you've been avoiding them, would you reconsider after hearing this? Food number 2, bananas. Now let's move on to a fruit you've probably heard about but may not fully appreciate, bananas. Known as nature's electrolyte pill, bananas are one of the simplest, fastest ways to restore balance to your muscles and nerves. Why seniors need bananas. Potassium levels naturally decline in older adults due to reduced appetite, medications like diuretics, and even just sweating during light exercise. Without enough potassium, muscles become overly excitable, nerves misfire, and painful cramps strike, especially at night. That's why seniors who eat bananas consistently often report fewer nighttime wake-ups from spasms and better energy throughout the day. Nutritional benefits. Potassium. 1 medium banana. About 420 mg potassium, about 12% of daily needs. Magnesium. 32 mg per banana. Helps relax muscles and reduce excitability. Vitamin B6, 0.4 mg or nearly 30% of the daily requirement for seniors. Carbohydrates, plus water content, natural hydration and energy for tired muscles. Scientific support. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with higher dietary potassium intake had a 21% lower risk of muscle weakness and cramping compared to those with low intake. Another trial showed that eating just 1 banana daily improved muscle relaxation and reduced frequency of nocturnal cramps within 4 weeks. And here's the kicker. Bananas don't just help with cramps. Their B6 content supports nerve health, reducing tingling and mild neuropathy that often go hand in hand with cramping. Practical guidance. How many bananas should seniors eat? For most people, 1 banana per day is enough to keep cramps away. If you have frequent cramps, 2 bananas per day can help. Just balance it with fiber to prevent blood sugar spikes. Smart ways to add bananas. Slice over oatmeal with a sprinkle of cinnamon. Blend into a smoothie with spinach, Greek yogurt, and a spoon of peanut butter. Pair with a handful of almonds for the ultimate cramp-fighting snack. If you have chronic kidney disease, you may need to limit potassium. Always check with your doctor. Seniors with diabetes should eat bananas with protein or fiber to slow sugar absorption. Very ripe bananas are higher in sugar. For better blood sugar control, choose smaller, slightly green bananas. Eating a banana 1 to 2 hours before bed can reduce nighttime cramping by balancing electrolytes while you sleep. Pair it with a glass of water or even coconut water for extra hydration. And if you like gentle stretching before bedtime, think calf stretches or yoga poses like legs up the wall, the combination of potassium plus relaxation can dramatically cut down those midnight wake-ups. Here's a curiosity loop for you. Most people think dehydration is the main cause of cramps, but in reality, studies show electrolyte imbalance, especially low potassium and magnesium, is the real culprit. And bananas are one of the easiest, tastiest fixes. Quick question for you. Do you prefer your bananas firm and slightly green or soft and ripe? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious to see which camp wins. Food number 3. Nuts and seeds. Finally, let's talk about one of the most underrated but powerful categories, nuts and seeds. These tiny foods pack a giant punch when it comes to preventing cramps, boosting circulation, and keeping inflammation at bay. In fact, many nutrition experts call them nature's mineral multivitamins. Now, We've talked about eggs for protein and vitamin D, and bananas for potassium and magnesium. But the third food group is one most people overlook: nuts and seeds. These little powerhouses are nature's mineral-rich snacks. They're not just good for your heart, they're packed with magnesium, potassium, healthy fats, and protein. Together, these nutrients make your muscles more relaxed, your nerves calmer, and your circulation smoother. If you want to stay cramp-free, especially at night, nuts and seeds should be part of your weekly routine. Why seniors need nuts and seeds. As we get older, our magnesium levels often decline. Why? Reduced absorption in the gut, increased medication use, and simply not eating enough magnesium-rich foods. Yet magnesium is absolutely essential for preventing leg cramps. Without it, muscles contract too easily and don't relax properly. Here's something most seniors don't know. Low magnesium is one of the most common hidden causes of frequent nighttime cramps. And since up to 70% of seniors don't meet their daily magnesium needs, nuts and seeds are a delicious solution. Add in their potassium, protein, and healthy fats, and you've got a cramp-fighting trifecta that supports muscles, nerves, and blood vessels all at once. Nutritional benefits. Let's look at some star players. Using 1-ounce servings, that's about a small handful. Pumpkin seeds, pepitas. 168 ml magnesium, nearly 1/4 of your daily needs. They're one of the highest natural magnesium sources available. Almonds, 70 ml magnesium and 200 ml potassium, plus vitamin E, which protects muscles from oxidative stress. Cashews, 74 ml magnesium, plus healthy fats for circulation. Pistachios, 290 ml potassium. That's about as much as half a banana. Walnuts and flax seeds, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation that can worsen cramping. Research published in Magnesium Research Journal found that seniors who added just 300 milliliters of magnesium per day through food or supplements reported significantly fewer leg cramps within 6 weeks. Pumpkin seeds alone can deliver over half of that in just 2 ounces. Another study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that regular nut eaters had better blood flow and lower levels of inflammation, both critical for reducing cramps and protecting muscle tissue. In practice, dietitians often see seniors who suffer from nightly cramps improve dramatically once they start snacking on nuts or sprinkling seeds over meals. So how much should you eat? For most seniors, 1 ounce per day, about 20 almonds or 2 tablespoons of seeds, is plenty. Remember, nuts are calorie-dense, so portion control is key. Here are some easy ways to add them. Sprinkle pumpkin seeds over oatmeal or yogurt in the morning. Snack on a handful of almonds in the afternoon. Toss walnuts into a salad or blend flax seeds into a smoothie. Before bed, try a spoonful of Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of chia or pumpkin seeds. That combo gives you calcium, protein, and magnesium, the ultimate bedtime anti-cramp trio. Of course, there are a few things to keep in mind. If you're watching your weight, don't go overboard. Nuts are healthy but high in calories. Choose unsalted, raw, or dry roasted versions. Salted nuts can increase dehydration and worsen cramps. If you have nut allergies, go for seeds like pumpkin, sunflower, or flax instead. If you have digestive sensitivity, introduce them slowly. Nuts and seeds are high in fiber and may cause bloating at first. Now, here's where nuts and seeds really shine. When you pair them with light strength training or daily stretching, you give your muscles the minerals they need to recover faster. Imagine this simple routine. Morning, a 10-minute walk around the block. Snack, a small handful of almonds. Evening, light calf stretches before bed. Snack, a spoonful of pumpkin seeds with yogurt. That's circulation support, muscle repair, and mineral replenishment all in one day. Nutritionist Dr. Linda Martin, who's worked with older adults for over 15 years, says, most seniors don't need fancy supplements to stop cramps. A handful of pumpkin seeds daily often does more for muscle relaxation than an expensive magnesium pill, because food delivers minerals with cofactors your body recognizes. Here's a myth you may have heard. Nuts are bad because they are high in fat. But the truth is, the fats in nuts are healthy. monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats that actually improve circulation and reduce inflammation. So instead of avoiding them, think of nuts as your natural medicine, small, nutrient-packed allies that keep your legs moving smoothly. And here's something that might surprise you. Did you know that eating nuts at night, yes, before bed, can actually reduce nighttime cramps? Thanks to their magnesium and tryptophan content, they not only relax muscles, but also improve sleep quality. So that midnight cramp? It might be prevented with just a handful of seeds before bedtime. Quick question for you. If you had to pick just one, would you rather snack on almonds, cashews, or pumpkin seeds? Type your favorite nut or seed in the comments below. I'll be reading them and I'm curious to see which one wins. So now we've covered the top 3 foods, eggs, bananas, and nuts and seeds, that can make a huge difference in preventing cramps and building stronger legs. But we're not done yet. In the final part of this video, I'll tie everything together. How to combine these foods into daily meals, extra lifestyle hacks like hydration and stretching routines, and the final call to action that reminds you why food is always better than pills when it comes to protecting your muscles and nerves. Putting it all together, a cramp-free daily plan. All right, we've covered the big 3 foods: eggs for protein, vitamin D, and B12. Bananas for potassium, magnesium, and B6. Nuts and seeds for magnesium, potassium, and healthy fats. But how do you actually use them in your day-to-day life? Let's break it down into simple meals you can follow starting tomorrow. Sample daily meal plan. Breakfast: 2 boiled eggs, a slice of whole grain toast, half an avocado, and a small banana. That's 12 grams of protein, 420 milligram potassium, and healthy fats to start your day. Mid-morning snack: a small handful, 1 ounce, of almonds or pumpkin seeds, about 20 almonds or 2 tablespoons of seeds, magnesium boost for calm muscles. Lunch: grilled salmon, 4 ounces, with a spinach side salad, tossed with olive oil and lemon. Omega-3s, vitamin D, and nitrates for circulation. Afternoon snack: Greek yogurt, 1 cup, topped with blueberries and flax seeds. Calcium, probiotics, antioxidants, and fiber for muscle and gut health. Dinner: roasted sweet potato, 1 medium, lightly seasoned chicken breast, 4 ounces, and steamed broccoli. Potassium, magnesium, and protein to restore your muscles. Bedtime snack: half a cup of coconut water with a spoonful of pumpkin seeds, electrolytes, plus sleep-friendly tryptophan to keep cramps away at night. This isn't a diet. It's just smart food choices that naturally deliver the minerals and vitamins your body needs to relax muscles and prevent cramps. Lifestyle hacks to supercharge results. Food alone is powerful, but when you combine it with lifestyle habits, you multiply the results. Hydration: aim for 6 to 8 cups of water daily. Dehydration is one of the most overlooked causes of cramps. Stretching: before bed, do 5 minutes of calf and hamstring stretches. Hold each stretch for 20-30 seconds. This keeps muscles flexible and reduces night cramps. Walking: a 15-minute walk after dinner improves circulation and helps your body absorb nutrients better. Strength training: twice a week, use light weights, 2 to 5 pounds, for leg and core exercises. Stronger muscles are less prone to cramps. Sleep position: avoid pointing your toes downward when lying on your back. That shortens calf muscles and can trigger cramps. Try keeping your feet slightly elevated or relaxed. Expert insights: Dr. Michael Reynolds, a board-certified geriatrician with over 20 years of experience, shares, "The majority of my patients who complain about nightly cramps are not deficient in medications. They're deficient in minerals. Eggs, bananas, nuts, seeds, and hydration are simple, evidence-based fixes that work better than most pills." And nutritionist Karen Fields, who has guided seniors for more than a decade, says, "I tell my clients, your body doesn't recognize pills the way it recognizes food. When you eat a banana or a handful of pumpkin seeds, you're not just getting one nutrient, you're getting dozens of cofactors that make absorption and use more efficient." Let's bust a few myths seniors often hear. Myth 1. Leg cramps are just part of aging. Truth: they're usually a sign of mineral imbalance, poor circulation, or dehydration, all of which you can fix with diet and lifestyle. Myth 2. You need expensive supplements to prevent cramps. Truth. Studies show whole foods like eggs, bananas, and nuts are as effective, if not more effective, than over-the-counter pills without side effects. Myth 3. If you already take medication, food can't help. Truth. Food supports your medication. In fact, many seniors reduce their cramp episodes within weeks by adjusting their meals, even while staying on prescribed meds. Here's something to think about. If one banana contains 420 milligrams of potassium and a handful of pumpkin seeds delivers nearly 170 milliliters of magnesium, what do you think happens when you combine them in a single snack? You've just created one of the most powerful anti-cramp combinations nature can offer. So tell me in the comments, if you had to build your own anti-cramp snack, what would you include? A banana and nuts, yogurt and seeds, or maybe eggs with spinach? I'd love to see your ideas. Remember, cramps are not a life sentence. They're a signal, a little tap on the shoulder from your body saying, I need more minerals, better hydration, or gentler care. By listening to those signals and making small adjustments, you can reclaim peaceful nights and more mobile days. So let's recap the top 3 foods that stop leg cramps in seniors: eggs, protein, vitamin D, B12 for muscles and nerves, bananas, potassium, magnesium, B6 for electrolyte balance, nuts and seeds, magnesium, potassium, healthy fats for circulation and relaxation. Pair these with daily hydration, light stretching, and smart exercise, and you've built a foundation for stronger legs and cramp-free nights. If this video helped you, please hit the like button, share it with a friend or family member, and subscribe to Health 365 for more honest, science-backed tips made especially for seniors. And before you go, let me know in the comments. Which of these 3 foods are you going to add to your plate first? Eggs, bananas, or nuts and seeds? I'll be reading every response. Stay healthy, stay informed, and remember, you're never too old to take control of your health. I'll see you in the next video.